Another step forward.
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see the city again. Much less to smell it. The Harper safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Worm's Crossing. Danthelon's dancing axe. Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. We'd like to know what they've done with it. As you wish.
I ain't looking to make friends, or enemies. Go bother someone else.
If you're after a job, Neverwinter is on the lookout for adventurers. That's where we're headed.
What's the... You look like you need to clean off the road dirt. Almost as much as I do. No good inns with hot water and a tub on this side of the crossing, though.
If you are in the market for potions, I highly recommend the Velveteen Elixir. I've not been this well stocked since Waterdeep.
The city's rumor mill is going mad. Thieves, murderers, monsters, all hell's breaking loose. This is great.
You can't get in trouble for sneaking into places as a kid, right? Just wondering.
We're gonna see the mummy, the dryad, the djinni, everything. So don't even think about trying to stop us. Don't be such a baby.
Forgive me, but I must attend to my friend. She's most upset about the post.
Do me a favour. Box my ears in. I can't listen to any more whining about missing letters. Instead of complaining to...
Do not, under any circumstances, employ Sword Corps couriers. Their service is appalling.
The Absolute Army is on our doorstep. You want to live? Get out of here before it's too late. I've packed bags for myself and...
Mummy keeps talking about some army, but she won't tell me anything about it. I'm not a baby.
Would everyone please stop going on about the Absolute's army? Lord Gortash is going to sort it all out. You'll see.
That's curious.
Why don't we talk about something else? Did you try that rye bread recipe I gave you?
Really? The cold is on our doorstep and we don't want to talk about
Achoo! Oh, bloody dogs.
by the door. You should do the same.
Breathe deep and move.
Mummy, I don't want to.
I know. But we'll be safe in our lives.
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Mahia?
You threw a fit
When you prove yourself not to be an incompetent idiot.
day out there.
Ah, I see. Maybe next 10-day, then.
Woof! Ah, you speak, which means you're not a dog. So, what the hell are you doing in my kennels? It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs and makes more of a mess. Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please. I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy.
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. Gomwick was his handler, not his owner. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. I'm not surprised. Gomwick always indulged him. And he's got a spark in his eye I don't like. Looks lively. Take the useless mutt if you're so inclined. I'll have nothing more to do with him.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning. Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
It was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen?
I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fist, right?
Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead.
This is the third time in the last 10 days. Wild.
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh. Another visitor, I see. Listen. We keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians.
I thought cities were supposed to welcome folk of all walks of life. Clearly, I was mistaken.
Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere. Beggars and criminals.
Between you and me, I don't think there are enough flaming fists here for these refugees. Us Baldurians can't feel safe with so many of them roaming about without proper supervision.
Let's hope Archduke Gortash can make a difference.
You see them over there? Refugees? Ha! Naught but a cover. I know what they really are. Dyed-in-the-wool agents of the Absolute. Mark my words. There's probably only a handful of rotten apples among them. Or, you know what they say about rot? It spreads quickly. Ruins the whole bunch.
Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
I need a quick word.
Lord on the rack, give me patience. These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
Outlanders!
I took you for one of them for a moment. The refugees, that is. You're a recent arrival for sure, still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack. Dignity. These wretches have nowhere to call home, nothing to live off but what they carry. And nobody to help them but themselves. And me, of course. Me? I lighten their load. You'd be shocked by the sort of things they bring with them. Gold and jewels, they can't easily exchange. Heirlooms, rarities, sentimental items, even cremation urns. Alas, you can't eat grandmother's ashes, nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in. Liquidity. Their heirlooms for my gold. Your point being? There is an enterprise within the city that I help to support. I know I said I wasn't given to charity, but this place is dear to my heart. I'd tell you more, but they value discretion above all. As do I. You're like a dog with a bone, aren't you? Perhaps you are cannier than I first gave credit to be. I have some very special wares reserved for exclusive clientele. But I think you've earned a peek. Just a merchant. At least look at what's on offer before you embarrass yourself. Trade secrets. But I can guarantee you that nothing I have to offer was stolen. It was all given happily and willingly. Every last item.
The city is closer.
Young lady, Shadowheart.
My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city.
Tell me one thing. Is there someone called Renaud there? A tiefling with short horns and purple hair?
Renaud. Now there is a name I haven't heard in a while. He is no more. I'll leave the rest for you to find out. Heretic.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Attention. Donations desperately needed for refugees. Every copper helps.
Donations? Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. Thank you. I'm sure your contribution will be greatly appreciated. Got something else to donate, have you? Let's see what you've got. Thank you. I'm sure your contribution will be greatly appreciated. Got something else to donate, have you? These folks' empty bellies and purses need healing more than anything, priest. Well, if you must, I suppose it saves me the walk. But if you're gonna do it, hurry up.
Nesta let you in? Good. Means you'll be further away from me.
I should speak up. Go slowly. This place is dangerous.
A long way to go still. There is work to do.
Now, mind your tongues. Leave Christine to me.
Can you please give me a hug? Bet your arms would be so snug.
Who's that rummaging around in there? Show yourself! You have 2 seconds to explain yourself before you're under arrest. What? Those are children's toys. Which means if a child had picked one up, I don't want to think about it. How do I know you're not the one who planted those explosives? All right, I guess it can't hurt. I'll check up on the rest of the goods. You try and find whoever is responsible for this. I thought this assignment was going to be dull. No such luck.
Seems we were patrolling around a powder keg. Glad I didn't get burned up.
Can't slow down. I have something to ask.
Explosives? In toys? How despicable. Hope Lord Gortash gets this stuff sorted out.
Suppose the Manip had the right idea letting you poke around. Good job finding those explosives.
Glad Nesta sorted out those trapped toys. Nasty business, that.
Double the patrols.
Faster! Can't catch me! Faster!
All these people fleeing for their lives, only to be corralled like cattle.
God, camping with the mother-in-law has been utter hell. Maybe I should just go on ahead into the city without her. Scouting, like.
Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister.
Christine is pretty fun. My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
You know who's really responsible.
Washing my pits. This is the song when up. Aye! Gonna bloke not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
We've lost so many since
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy.
We made it through hell. Twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything. I'm really worried about Umi. Song Tavern. Hopefully making herself comfortable.
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that. I put my money on Christine.
Thought I would have noticed some explosive teddy bears lying around. Guess not. Well done, I suppose.
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that. Let me be. It seems my only friend asleep.
Whatever you need, I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more. Then I guess you better get well. And soon.
I don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is. But we have to.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hit him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
What's up for discussion?
Just between you and me, this pretending to be wounded thing is getting old. Even if we got Grunch into the city with us, what would he do then?
Oh, I think he can look out for himself once he's healed.
Then I guess he better get well. And soon.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. Mysterious is an understatement. Beggars bloody belief, more like. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum.
Imagine upending someone's life in the name of bureaucracy. People are out of touch here.
I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
I apologise for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Oh, trust me. Your eyes say it all. Everyone wants to pet him.
Some of us don't.
Isn't he just? I'm so very glad they let animals in the camp. Means Biscotti can be kept away from that awful war.
Oh, yes. As long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength.
The dog seems wary, sniffing you intently. The dog sniffs your hand and seems more at ease.
Here we are, Griselda. All in one piece.
I wish the cult hadn't burnt our farm, though. At least we got Biscotti out that burning barn.
I guess we could follow along.
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
Oh, to be fair, for a miserable collection of shabby hovels jam-packed with wretched refugees, this place isn't bad at all.
I'm busy. Mind your own.
We're being replaced by steel watches.
You did me a real favor clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Cleric had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore. Wish I could tell you. We're stuck out here, but most of the action is beyond Worm's Crossing. Didn't you? Figured we only got the scraps you didn't have the strength to carry. Would I try to fool a sharpie like you? Have a look. Stay away from trapped chests.
Oh, hi! If you're here to save me again, I don't really need to be saved right now. Good thing, huh? Bye.
We're lucky there's still decent folk about.
Something over there.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Brave girl.
Let's see what we have here.
Get through this.
I'll go this way. Let's pop you open, shall we?
Never a dull moment.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
A young cave bear. Killed and stuffed before its teeth were fully grown.
I've got a long road ahead.
Can't afford to stay idle. Let's get this lock to yield.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
It looks like our merchant friend's the one who's been putting explosives in teddy bears.
The toys from the barn. This is where he crafted those murderous little things.
What path lies before me?
Gods, any one of us could have been blown to smithereens.
This isn't a glorious post fists.
Baldur's Gate at last. We should find Sharess's caress. Voss will be waiting. It also promises to break us beyond repair. This ossified parasite does not make us more, but less. There will be ice where once there was fire. There will be a void where our souls once resided. I know, and I won't. It is done.
With haste.
Fine day for it, eh? Got to enjoy things while they last, I suppose.
Can I help you? This is a private picnic.
Wonder what's past this.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate.
Come no closer, you. You. What are you? What am I sensing? You are like me. Like I was. A vessel yet to transform.
This one is newly changed. Its body is weak. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on. Kill it. Absorb its power.
Help me. I am so hungry. My vessel. He fought the transformation. He found it excoriating. I can still taste his terror. It is delicious, but will not sustain me. We need to feed. We need a brain fresh and frantic to restore our strength. Very well, kin. I shall dine on you.
You bow, or you break.
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
Practically smell it.
Shut it! Scavenge wherever you... We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
Back off! I found these apples first.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You join us as we honor our fallen dead. You're a bright light on a dark day. Even you, my erstwhile quarry.
Oh, hello again.
Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
I feel we're intruding. We should leave quickly.
Calm yourself. You will not be harmed. Our leader has called off the hunt. She wishes to speak to you.
Im orak nete. Krasinetra. So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you.
The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future.
When I was hunting you, I was to bring you back here, interrogate you, discover how to save our children, and then destroy you.
But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Free. Not while his master still lives. But he has perhaps earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr'Zar's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead. I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them.
I know our plight is grim, but if there is even a chance to save them, we must take it.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done. I know tears will not bring our children back. There is nothing to forgive. It is only right to mourn.
We should... It is good to have you with us. There is something rotten at the heart of this city. And it needs purging.
We can do nothing for you here. All that is left is to face the beast, Khazad-dûr.
Nothing
I should
left
speak up.
We share.
We are begging help from you, an outsider. I would follow Ulma to the hells and back, but this does not feel right.
To lose our children is a tragedy. To fail so utterly in saving them is something else entirely. Ulma insists the tribe is not cursed, but I have my doubts.
I pray you will succeed where we failed. Exterminate every last vampire parasite.
This is it for our people.
No screaming children. No laughter. No scolding words. There is only silence and pain.
Our dead fought well. They died well. I hope I can live up to their example.
I share your fear, but we cannot be... Do not stand here and wait. Cazador must be destroyed.
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the breath out of me to get up here. But the views are worth it.
Ah! Are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? I'm Lens, roving reporter for the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. My editor sent me to cover the drama out here at the gate. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic Steel Watch keeping the mob at bay, whether or not that's the truth or not. We are, and I am. It's my editor who seems to have forgotten. Mr. Needle's gotten pally with that Lord Gortash. Suddenly can't sing his praises highly enough. Seems like everything we write needs Gortash's approval. Can't recognise my own work by the time they're done editing. Oh, they know some of it. Most would rather bury their heads in the sand anyway. Saves them the bother of feeling responsible. I'll try and get the truth across. Who knows? Maybe a line or two will meet Mr. Needle's approval. I won't be holding my breath.
I heard he's a good man.
Our readers will be outraged.
Let us talk to him. Please, if he could just...
We have the Duke's full support. For the good of the people.
Front page material.
I've got my eye on you. And them over there too. I don't miss a thing.
Bet you want to know all about Stelmane's murder? Hottest topic in Rivington. Apart from the March of the Absolute's army, I suppose. Got today's edition of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette right here. You want one? It's great for sales. You want one or not? Ugh, that's all anyone ever wants to read about. I don't see what all the fuss is about. The Absolute isn't even a real name. Excellent. You enjoy that one, all right? It's really gory.
We'd be safe in the gate.
We've got enough mouths. We don't need
Achoo! Oh, bloody dogs.
refugees.